Peace and blessings, beautiful people. Peace and blessings. This is Empress Imani, and welcome to this bonus episode of Sacred Love Lessons. So today, you guys, I want to talk to you about togetherness. I was thinking about, we're doing this 30 days of gratitude. We're on day 27 with Empress Wife Goddess Elisa. And I was thinking about, okay, what am I grateful for today? I was thinking about a conversation that Wife Goddess and I had last night, where I was reminding her of a moment where we had. So back in 2017, Wife Goddess came, and she had already, before coming here, she lived in Atlanta. I lived in South Florida. She wanted to spend her Christmas, we call it Merry Lovemas. She wanted to spend Merry Lovemas here in South Florida and bringing the new year together here. So I was like, okay, great. So she told me all the wonderful things that she wanted to do. So I was like, cool. So she came. We spent part of the time in Fort Lauderdale. We spent the other part of the time down in South Beach. I had gotten a really nice Airbnb in South Beach, and everything was just perfect, right? So I asked her, well, how do you want to bring in 2018? So she told me how she wanted to bring in the new year. And so we had met this guy. He was part of the travel tourism industry. And he was selling packages that matched exactly what she wanted to do. And I just purchased it off top. I was like, you guys know I'm always going to go for the VIP. So I'm like, let me get the top of the line, whatever you got. This is what she says she want. I want to give that to her. So I buy the package. So this is how the night was supposed to go. So the limo driver was going to come to our Airbnb and pick us up. Then we were going to go from there to this hotel. And it had a bar that was included, open bar, DJ, all of that included, right, in the price. So then the next step from there, we was going to party there a little bit. Then we was going to get on a party bus. And then we was going to party on the party bus, drive around South Beach, party on the party bus. And then we was going to go to this club, this real, infamous club down in South Beach, and turn up until the new year, and then bring the new year in together. Okay, so that's what it was supposed to be. Let me tell you exactly what happened. So yes, the limo driver showed up at our hotel, at our Airbnb. She showed up at our Airbnb. It was not what we expected. The level of excellence that we had expected from this company, it just wasn't matching our thoughts of excellence. So we just looked at each other and we just started laughing. Bless her little heart, our limo driver, she was very professional and she was really giving good service. But the level of excellence for the car itself was just not on our level. And so we were like, okay, well, at least we're together, because, I'm just like the queen of positivity. So I looked at Bay and I was like, okay, well, at least we're together. So then we go from there to the hotel to turn up, party, drink, dance. We go there, we do that. It's crowded, super crowded at this place. They only had one bartender that was serving this entire room of people. So basically we had to fight for our drinks. Then we felt like the drinks were watered down, come on now. We could taste, we grown over here. We know what good drinks taste like, right? And so I looked at Bay and I was like, okay, well, Bay, at least we're together. So we laughing. Now the whole time we laughing. And it's like, okay, well, at least we're together. So then from there, we stay there, we party for a while. We get on the party bus. We driving around South Beach. The party bus is lit. It's got the lights. It's got the music. This one song, I don't know the title of the song, but it goes ATL ho, right? It's a rap song. So everybody on the bus, most of the people on the bus were from Europe. And we're all on the bus, turned up, partying, people drinking, lights, everything. ATL ho. Y'all, why did the party bus break down? Oh my God. Oh my God. The party bus broke down, y'all. I looked at Bay. I say, well, at least we're together. So then they get the party bus up and running, right? We make it down to the club. We get into the club. And it's like right before 12 once we make it to the club, right? Now, the club is nice, but at this point, we don't really care about any of that. At this point, we just want to bring in 2018 together, right? So, long story short, the clock, rings 12. We bring it in. I have a video clip somewhere. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen it, where we bring the new year in, and you can hear Prince in the background saying, "Dearly beloved." As the clock strikes 12, you have because they had a DJ, they had several DJ booths, and it was just really nice, right, once we got to the club. And so the fireworks go off. We counted down the fireworks, and in that moment, you hear Prince, almost as if he is speaking to us from heaven, right? "Dearly beloved, we are gathered here," and you hear him in the clip in the background, and then Wife Goddess and I, we're kissing and we're bringing in the new year together, and it was just a beautiful moment. I tell you this story because today I'm just in overflow of gratitude regarding togetherness, right? I'm grateful that I have someone who truly loves me. She tells me she loves me. She shows me she loves me. She has demonstrated her love to me. And vice versa. There's reciprocity, there's equal give and receive. The law of reciprocity, the law of circulation operates well within our relationship. And I just love that. And it was like, even though things did not go according to the plans that we had, every step of the way, all I could think of, at least we're together. I can't think of another person that if something go down, who do I want on my team? Who do I want in the trenches with me? When I'm with this person, how do I feel? Do I feel good? Do I feel secure? Am I happy? And I'm not talking about just contentment. Like, I have contentment. That's nothing. But I'm talking about a level of fullness, a level of happiness, a level of deep joy. Who am I with when I have those feelings outside of myself, right? And of course, that would be Wife Goddess Elisa. And so then I just started reflecting back on all the times, like when my dad, crossed over, that when she came to me, she still lived in Atlanta, but she came to South Florida. She came to me, and I was trying to be all hard, like, I got this and I'm good. But I really wasn't. And she could see that. And she came to me to comfort me, where there were some people who didn't even call, let alone show up. She came to me. And so, and then I just recently had a cousin to cross over in December, if you guys remember. And I went to see him, and, we had this final conversation in the 3D realm, and it was very moving. Goddess Elisa was there for me. Just critical moments in my life, moments of heartbreak, moments of joy, moments of excitement, good news coming through each step of the way. When I reflect back over these last few years, it has been Wife Goddess Elisa that has been in the trenches with me. And so I'm just really grateful today for togetherness. And I just would encourage you, if there's a person in your life that you love, that you enjoy being with, that means so much to you, reach out to them. I know there's all this, what is it called? Social distancing or whatever. As you can see from our pictures, we're not adhering to that. Like, you cannot cancel my life. You can go cancel somebody else's life, but you can't cancel my life. And so I'm going to continue to live in overflow, to live in abundance and prosperity and unconditional love. I'm not going to forsake those that I care about in this moment. And so I'm very clear about who it is, and so I would really encourage you today to, if you're not clear, to get clear, to use this time wisely. Use this time as a time of reflection. Use this time as a time to take action. Say those things that need to be said. Do those things that need to be done. Whatever that spark, and whatever it is that you have in your heart where you like, I've always wanted to do this, I've always wanted to do that. Do those things. Do those things. Don't just stop living because of other things going on in the world. Now, to my friends that live overseas, if you should hear this, first of all, I love you. Okay. And I am praying for you, because there are a lot of people that are in countries where they cannot come outside. They are confined to their homes. I spoke to a friend of mine in Barcelona yesterday, and he expressed to me they are still confined to their homes. They cannot even go outside. So I'm like, at least, here in the U.S., I'm at work. I've still been going to work. I can still go to the beach, even though the beach is closed. I can still go see the ocean. I can still smell it. It's right there. I can still go outside. You guys, they have closed the parks. I don't care. We still going to the park. Okay, I'm gonna walk on the sidewalk around the park. Oh my goodness. So we are still going to carry on our lives, but my heart goes out to those people who are confined to their homes. And I was thinking that if it came to that, like in San Francisco, where people were now being confined to their homes, like we're under martial law or something, who would I want inside with me? And the answer is Wife Goddess Elisa. That's who I would want inside with me, because that's the person that we gonna ride out. We gonna enjoy it, right? Even if we're unable to go outside, we still gonna enjoy ourselves. Because when we get together, it's a party, right? It's a turn up, it's laughter, it's joy, it's excitement, and we just enjoy each other, right? So anyway, I just wanted to celebrate the principle of togetherness today, and just encourage you to use this time wisely. Do all those things you always wanted to do within reason, within whatever you can do, within your power to do. Exercise your power, right? Say all those things that need to be said. Reach out to that person or whoever, whatever needs to happen. Make that happen within your power. So that's all I have for you today. I hope this episode of Sacred Love Lessons has been of value to you. It is my sole mission to teach lessons of unconditional love. And until we speak again, take care.